Hello everyone, Shrumax here. Welcome to another episode of Let's Play Kerbal Space Program. In the last episode we went to the moon, landed on the surface, collected data, and sent them back to the KSC. This time we will go to Minmus. And to be honest with you, this is the second time I have to record this episode. And as you can see here, the Mark III arrow is landed on Minmus. The reason I have to shoot it again is because I was stupid and turned off the microphone. I didn't even know it was off. I completely forgot about it. And I've been talking and talking and explaining and explaining. And when I tried to render the video, yeah, no voice. I tried to make a voiceover for it, but that turned out pretty shitty. So, let's go into the big assembly building. It's not a big deal to fly to Minmus again. Let's load up the Mark III. It's been changed a little bit. New engines. And a little bit, a little bit more science here. And I have to remove these landing legs. That was actually quite hilarious. Sorry you couldn't see that, but I tried to land on Minmus and the landing legs wouldn't work at all. So let's do it with them. Start retracted. Good. We save it. Let's take a look at this here. I've put in the universal storage containers for science. We have the telescope, we've got an RPWS antenna, a mystery goo containment unit, and the magnetometer boom, along with the barometer and the thermometer, and of course the Science Junior. So, I'd say let's go to Minmus again, this time with voice. Come on, load faster. There we go. Good. Engine ignition, clamp release, and lift off. Starting to sway a little bit shaky. And I want to take away a little bit of speed, otherwise we might burn a little bit in the atmosphere. Well, it's not bad. I don't want to risk blowing us up. At least not yet. Good. A little bit of nosing down here. We had 4 kilometers. 5. Let's turn the nose down a little bit more. 6.5. 7.5. 8 kilometers. 9. And 10. Nose down a little bit further. Oh, what's happening here? Looks like the center stage is burning out earlier than the boosters. It's not how I wanted this to be. That's okay. Boosters have more than enough power to get us up. Okay. Full speed. Center stage is out. We're burning after all. Boosters are gone. Center stage is gone. Ignition of second stage. Let's try to keep this in the middle as good as we can. Orbit is okay, more or less. Perhaps this is like 60, 65. I don't want to use up that much fuel. We still need quite a bit to get to Minmus. Maybe I goofed it up this time. $100, that's okay. It's more than enough. Let's set a note. For the circularization. Good. That's somewhat even. A little bit more. There we go. 376. Not ideal. I suppose that'll do. Burn time 22 seconds, so we burn at 11. I'll turn away a little bit here, sorry. It's so I can read this one better. Good, 18 seconds. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11 and ignition. Let's try to keep this as centered as possible. Almost there. There we go. Not as good as I would have liked, but oh well. How much fuel do we have left? Not much, but it can boost us towards Minmus a little bit further. So let's shuffle this down, jettison this in order to reduce weight and save fuel. Okay, now that we are in orbit, we can take care of Minmus. Let's take a look at it. As you can see, Minmus is a little bit further out than the moon, and it's inclined. There are two ways to get to Minmus this way. First, you match the inclination. However, since we don't have that much fuel, even with a small craft like ours, since we are still in influence of Kerbin, under its gravitational influence, we would waste too much fuel, and fuel is important. And since we don't have much, we can't incline, we can't change our inclination and match it with Minmus. However, there's another way. Let's target this. Set this target, and as you can see, a line has appeared. This is the ascent and descent nodes. As you can see, Minmus is inclined by 4.7 degrees. And ascent and descent node means it is in between, in the middle of the descent and the ascent. That means if we burn, time or burn, and make a node for the ascent or descent node, we can intercept Minmus at either of the two without having to change our inclination. Let's see if we can manage to do this. We set a node here. Minmus is a little bit close, but it might work. Okay, we're getting closer. Zoom out a little bit. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. Minmus is too close to the ascent node. However, we might be able to shift this one over a little bit and maybe get an intercept. But I don't think so. No, you won't be able to intercept Minmus this way. It's too bad. It worked last time. If I had to do everything again. Let's try with the descent node. Otherwise we will have to wait a little bit until Minmus is on the right spot so we can intercept it properly. Oh, that's too much, too much. We are getting an intercept here. That is going to happen in 16 days. That's gonna take a long time, but time is something we have, I think. This is a little bit closer. Can we get it a little bit more? Ooh, very, very careful here. Oh, that's worse. Let me change this. That is 896. Not ideal. But it should work nonetheless. We need 914.2 meters per second. We definitely should have that much in the tanks. Since Minmus has a low gravity, a low gravitational pull, we don't need much fuel to orbit in its to maneuver in its orbit. Yeah, to orbit in its maneuver. Right. To maneuver in its orbit and to land on it. So 914 is okay. Estimated burn is 48 seconds. Let's do it at 24 then. Okay. And ignition. That's not gonna last long though. But it gives us some boost. Okay, stage separation. Stage exploding. But we are on the way. Fuel is looking okay-ish. Gonna have to turn on fine controls here. The lighter the craft, the worse the controls become. Believe it or not. Okay, halfway. Might be that we have to slow down or speed up a little bit extra. But that's okay. Good, let's take a look. No intercept. Do we need to burn more? Yep, we do. Good, how's the intercept? 580. That's actually pretty good. Let's get that time warp going. 10,000, why not? Intercept is going to be in 26 days. It's even worse than before. 100,000, why not? There comes Minmus. Slow down a little bit here. I want to overshoot. Okay, almost there. And there we are. Not a good inclination though. We're in a polar orbit this way. Last time, in the last recording, we had a perfect equatorial orbit. Well, more or less perfect. Let's add a note here. Let's add a note here and slow down. I think we need to slow down. Yes, we do. That gives us 58. That's 15, that's okay-ish. Let's make it 20. Okay. Of course, we could do some experiments, but I've already done them. We won't be doing, won't be having any science here anymore. Unfortunately. Okay, now it is in 1 hour 50 minutes. Let's get into position first. Almost forgot to do that. Fuel. We have not that much left. But it should be enough to get us at least into a close orbit before we have to use the probe engine themselves. Let me try to get this into position. Not so easy. Even with fine controls. Okay, nailed it. Burn time is 15 seconds, so we will do it at 8. 8 seconds should be okay. You know, if this was a mapping satellite, that would be a perfect orbit. Or nearly perfect. Okay. And ignition. I guess I was shot a little bit with the time compression. Ah, whatever. Okay. Let's use the probe engines. And it's not going my way. Oh, the periapsis looks bad. No, 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 no. Oh, whoa, whoa. No, no, no. What are you doing? Stop that. Stop it. Calm down. Calm down. Come on, little guy. Help me a little bit here. There. Okay, that's 23. Yeah, let's open up the map. We need to land somewhere, right? We need somewhere where we can keep contact with Kerbin, which means somewhere up here. Let's focus on Minmus. We have some flats here. Actually pretty nice. Can also land on the pole. Or near the pole. However, we do need to keep contact with the KSC, so the flats here would be a good point. But it's a big but. Last time we landed here, as you can see, due to the more or less equatorial orbit. That wasn't much of a problem. But since we're in a polar orbit and fuel is scarce, see if we can make a good landing here. Let's see how much fuel we are going to need. Not that much. That's even more. 100 meters per second, but it's bringing us down pretty straight. Problem is, Minmus is spinning. So we might not get to land in this. And we need 100 meters per second. Maybe I can turn it down a little bit. I do need to save on fuel. Now Minmus is spinning, which means we could intercept here. Maybe. But it will save us 30 meters per second. No, it isn't 3 hours. Let's see how it goes. We don't have to burn it. We just have to see how it goes. Otherwise, we'll have to land somewhere else. Estimated burn time is 2 seconds. We burn at 0. Almost there. Slow down a little bit. And there is Minmus. Oh, great. Way to fuck up my own plan. Let's see. Maybe I can. Nah, let's do it like this. Add to maneuver. See if we can still do this. It's spinning. But if we do it correctly, we might be able to spin right into these flats here, or at least at the rim here. How much do we need? 67. That's okay. Let's get ourselves into position. And this time, I'm watching out. I want to overshoot again. Okay. 3, 2, 1, and ignition. And enough. How's it looking? Okay-ish. Yeah, we're turning right in. But will we make it? I think we will. Okay, let's go turn retrograde and start a little bit with a braking burn here. Just a little bit. We still have about 3/4 of fuel. We should be able to land here, no problem. Okay. Landing legs. Oh, I love it when they work. Unlike last time, where the landing legs were nothing but a visual extra without any function. Good. Unfortunately, we don't actually get to see how far we are away from the ground, because it is calculating it at sea level. That's a little bit much. So, we are about 4.3 kilometers above sea level. Doesn't tell us, is this sea level? No, of course not. It doesn't tell us how high we are. It only calculates at sea level. Sorry. Which makes landings somewhat difficult. You have to look at the terrain and see how close it is. There was a mod out there. I've been using that mod in previous versions, which lets us see the real height above the terrain instead of sea level. But for the life of me, I just don't know how that mod is called anymore. And I don't know if it's been updated or not. But I will continue to search. And if any of you happen to know what I'm talking about and know if this mod is still updated, then please let me know in the comment section. Let's speed this up a little bit. Oh, okay. No speeding up then. Let's turn a little bit more retrograde. Burn a little bit. Get ourselves a bit more stable here and more centered so we can get straight down. Going good so far. Fuel, about a third left. We are still quite a ways out here. Let's see, can we? Nah. Have to do it on the ground then. No problem. Okay, we're getting a bit more straight here, that's good. Let's burn a little bit. Slow down. Get it centered. Just a little bit. Getting closer. Oh yeah, as you can see, Minmus has a little bit of dust here, some clouds. That is from the cloud mod, or rather the stock visual enhancement mod, which is part of the environmental visual enhancement mod. Or rather, it's based on that, and it gives this nice smoke here. On Duna, for example, it has a nice effect to simulate dust storms, which is awesome, really awesome. Eve has a big fat cloud layer, and so on and so forth. It's an awesome mod. Not very hardware friendly, mind you. It does take a good machine to run it perfectly. Even with my rather decent PC, I can only run it at medium. High crashes my computer. Or rather the game. Okay, we're getting close here. Oh, slow, slow, slow. Don't you dare tip. Don't you dare tip over. No, 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 no. Don't you. You son of a. And that's why I gave you landing next? Really? Oh, why bother? There. Landed. Let's turn this around a bit. So, pressure data. 60 science. Good. Lock temperature. 40 science. That's 100 so far. Let's observe the materials bay. If we were to return at 125 science, so it's just about half. It'll be alright. We can return science soon enough. Once you have the right tools. Orbital telescope. No, that wouldn't work here. Magnetometer. Lock it, please. 25 science. Good. Then we have the mystery goo. Observe it. Good. 21 science. Transmit it. And I'm going to aim the camera at this one. If we can't use it, then at least let me show it. That is the orbital telescope. It's a nice little thing. Let me turn around. Yeah. And then toggle the antenna. We can't use them. It's only for orbit, but damn, it looks awesome. Can I actually... Hey, I think I can. Got the landing legs out. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Careful. It's standing. Hooray. Alright. We managed to do it anyway. So, let's go back to the Space Center. and into the R&D labs. Okay, we've got 261. As you can see, I've been researching a little bit. We have heavy rocketry, which I've researched, giving of us a little bit of more fuel tanks and engines. We got basic jet engines, some more fuel tanks. We got aerodynamics, which gives us these awesome Phoenix VTOL wing sections. Advanced construction, which gives us a few more bulkheads and adapter plates, couplers, and so on and so forth. Flight control, which gives us RCS, awesomely. And that's something I've been waiting for. Then landing, which gives us the Mark 1 command pods, some heat shields, some tanks, more landing legs, crew cabins. But that means we can start with manned flight. Okay, then we have basic science. Oh wait. I got that last time, didn't I? Yeah, I got that last time. Never mind. Basic electronics, however, I got. That gives us the mounted Omni lights, some antennas, new batteries, some radiators. And that's pretty neat. So, let's see. Propulsion systems. That gives us some ullage motors, some bigger engines, and a tow missile. Awesome. But let's see. Fuel systems. That is more important. We have engines, but we don't have much in terms of fuel tanks. Let's get this one researched for 90. Advanced aerodynamics. Then we have specialized construction. This gives us the node cover and habitation modules for the space stations and all that. But I don't think it's giving us docking ports. Oh, never mind. Clampotron docking port junior. Okay, we can't build anything with that. We can't build a station with that. I mean, we could, but it would be silly. But, ooh, right, common berthing mechanisms. That means we could build. Let's get it. That would be interesting. Advanced flight control. This gives us probe parts. Awesome probe parts. Yeah, let's... Damn it! Not enough! 8.5 is missing. Darn. But we have a goal for next time. Get that research. And I might already know how to do this. And that is by launching another plane. Now that we have more parts and more aerodynamic parts and all that shit, we can actually build a good plane. Better than the last one. So, I suppose that'll be something we do in the next episode. Well then, as always, I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to support the channel, then please consider to like, share and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter under @Shroomworks or by following the link in the description. Well then, I hope to see you again next time. Until then, stay safe.